I am here to give you the tea, everything you need to know about moving out, how to do it, how my personal journey, everything you need to know. So if you're interested in that, then stay tuned.
Put it right there, made it easy for you to get to. Now you wanna act like you don't know what to do. After I done everything that you asked me, grabbed you, run you, liked you, tried you, move so fast, let me know, can't find you.
Okay, number one, and I wrote them all down so I don't miss nothing. I make sure I cover everything. Put God in the equation, okay? Without God, none of this stuff, even these tips cannot help you. You have to put God first. Like, put him first and listen to him, because at first I did not listen, okay? Like, I was trying to move in a whole nother state, a whole nother area, and it just was not working out. And, you know, people kept telling me, like, girl, why don't you move back to your hometown instead of that? And I'm like, I don't want to move there and all that stuff. Like, don't be like me, okay? Sometimes you're going to have to do stuff that you don't want to do in order to be comfortable, you know? But I am blessed to have an apartment. I am blessed. Like, I want y'all, like, I can't tell you how happy I am. Like, it's nothing like having your own place. Like,
you hear that? It's silent.
make sure your credit is together, okay? Because I did not know this stuff, like, until I started looking for apartments. They do run background checks, and they do look. If your credit is not, you know, good or whatever the case is, they will want you in their place. So make sure that your credit is good. Or if you got some apartments that that don't look for credit, but that's very, very, very rare. Most apartments actually do look for credit and, you know, check your background and stuff. So make sure that all of that is together. Hey, money, 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 my favorite topic, your favorite topic, his favorite topic, everybody's favorite topic. Please save at least 5 to 7. The reason why I'm saying that is because it's a lot, okay? You have to basically be prepared for everything. You have to be prepared to move in. You have to have application money. You have to have move-in fees money. Some apartments want you to put something down to even hold the apartment. Like for me, I had to put $100 down to hold this apartment. So yeah, it was a lot of fees that I didn't know about, and you just have to be prepared for anything. And I think that number right there is good, at least for you to be comfortable. At least for you to be comfortable, because that $1,000 and $2,000, not in this lifetime, okay? Maybe, you know, back then, but not now, okay? Like, because you're gonna spend that just moving in here. Like, when I moved in here, I was like, wow, look at my bank account. Like, so please, please, please make sure that you save a lot of money. Once you move in, you cannot save. So that's why I say to save at least, you know, $5,000 to $7,000, because you're gonna need some money coming in. And if you're relocating and stuff like that, you know, it's gonna be a while before you find a job, all that stuff, which brings me to my next thing. Make sure that you have a secure job, okay? Make sure, and if you relocate, make sure that you got that already together, because the rent people do not want to hear how you relocating and you just looking for a job. They're like, yeah, that's fine and dandy, but where the money at? Like, what's really going on? Like, they're not gonna be trying to hear none of that. So make sure that you have everything together before you even think about moving in. You know, you got the money, that you got, you know, jobs and everything like that, because if you don't, you're gonna be in a world of trouble. If you get kicked out of this place, like, this can mess up your whole life. Like, your whole life, you won't be able to go nowhere else, none of that. So literally, from the time that you move in here to the time that you move out has to be flawless. Know your budget. You have to know your budget, okay? Because you don't want to get in no place. Like for me, I was searching this one place, and I had found this place, and it was so beautiful. It was everything I wanted. You know, it was a nice neighborhood. It just had the whole 9 yards. but it was too damn high. Okay, they wanted, $1,500 rent, and I'm like, like, what's going on? And utilities was not included. It was all these extra fees, valet trash and all that. And I'm telling the lady, like,
I don't want valet trash. She's like, oh no, you have to have valet trash. And I'm just like, but I don't want it. So
do not go over your budget. So if your budget is, $900, then you don't need to be looking at no place that's $1,100. I don't care if you got a gym. I don't care if you got, your favorite celebrity living next, like they gonna be neighbors. You do not need to move in no place that you cannot afford, like at all. So if your cap is $900, make sure that you're looking for places that are $900. And don't just look in one area, look in other areas. Search at least 2 to 3 months before you move out. Spend like a couple months just viewing apartments, seeing what's in your area, seeing what's in other areas, things like that, so that you can get an idea of what you want. Set a goal for yourself. Like my goal in January of 2022, I was like, before this year over with, I'm gonna have my own place. This place in June, and I was like, oh my God, like this is a nice place, this and the third. And I ain't gonna lie, I got on them people nerves. I got on their last nerves. I called them like 100 times a day, like trying to figure out what it is, what it ain't, because I need to move. Like, is you gonna let me move away? Like, let me know. Next is move out when you are ready. Okay, don't move out when your mama start getting on your nerve, your daddy start getting on your nerve, your little siblings, they running around acting crazy. Don't move out until you are ready and when you can afford it. Because if you move out and you cannot afford to pay, it is really, really bad. Like, so make sure that you are ready. So a lot of people don't talk about the mental and psychological things that goes on when you move out on your own. Okay, it's literally like, I'm really on my own. Like, it's exciting. Like, when I first moved in here, it was exciting. I was so excited. But there were times where I'm like, what's for dinner? And I look around and there ain't nobody but me. And it's like, what's going on? So make sure that you are, ready to move out, because there is a lot of things that come with moving out. It's not, I know y'all be seeing, there's, luxury apartments and, I'm just going to be on my own and, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but baby, them first couple of weeks, oh God, you really just gotta call on Jesus, because this time is gonna be very, very, very stressful for you. Okay, I hate to break it to you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but honestly, I was more satisfied moving in my place than actually searching for my place. Okay, it was so stressful. I cried every day. I prayed to God, like, God, please just make it happen for me, because oh my God, I stayed up day and night looking for places. I've been to like 15 different places before I got in this place. Like, oh my God, like, it is so stressful. You're not gonna get, approved right away like your first time ever going. It would be nice, but it don't happen like that. So you just got to keep your head up, pray and just stay strong, because you will find something. Now that we have talked about what you should do before you get into the place, now we're going to talk about what you should do when you're in the place and when you sign your lease. Number one, before you sign that lease, you need to schedule an appointment. And don't just schedule an appointment, because the time of day matters. Don't schedule early in the morning. Schedule in the evening. Reason being, those loud neighbors that wasn't here, in the morning, they're going to be home now. So you're gonna be able to hear all of the noise, all of the tea. Like, you know, drive around at nighttime, like make sure, because how the place look in the daytime, it ain't gonna look like that at night. You know, it's a reason why them people close early. Like, remember that. Like, so drive around, try to see what's going on. But schedule your tour in the evening so you can hear, you know, somebody blasting music, somebody, you know, stomping, and you need to hear that stuff, because you don't want to get stuck in no place for 12 months and you can't get no sleep. Like, you do not want that. Read your reviews, okay? That's where you're going to get the tea about the apartment. And you need to read your bad reviews, okay? So if they got roaches, you hear somebody say they got roaches, then that needs to be a red flag for you to not get in that apartment, okay? Because, and that's my next thing, check for bugs, okay? I don't care if them people is like breathing down, because the people was like breathing down my neck. Like, they're like, well, how do you like the place? And I'm like, well, I will be able to see if you would get out the way. Like, I'm sorry, but they was like breathing down my neck. And, you know, you have to check, because you're the one that's going to be there for a whole year. So make sure that you is checking all in the cabinets, the bathrooms, all that stuff, because there's some nasty people in the world. And I don't do bugs, okay? I do not do bugs at all. And I ain't coming over your house if you got some bugs. And next, and this is the most important on the list, read your lease. You have to read your lease, okay? Because you do not want to get stuck nowhere, you know, or get in trouble for putting, you know, pictures and stuff up on the wall. You do not want that. So read your lease. Ask them how often are they going up on your rent, you know, all that stuff. Because it was this one place before, it was another place that I wanted, you know, to get in, and they went up on your rent like $100. I'm like, like, we're not doing that. So make sure you read your lease, and make sure that you ask them how often they're going up on your rent, because you don't want to be paying, you know, over your budget. Ask. Make sure that you ask all types of questions. Can you have pets? You know, how often, you know, was, you know, the appliances update, hidden fees, any type of, you know, extra stuff you gotta pay, everything, okay? Ask. Do not, under any circumstances, I don't care if it's your best friend, do not let nobody live with you. And I moved out simply because I got tired of living with people. So I'm not gonna move in no place just to be in the same situation. Like, no, because people is nasty. They ain't gonna help you with the bills. They just want to ride for free. And you and I both know there ain't nothing in the world free. Do not let people live with you, okay, at all. You know, I barely even let people come over. Like, do not, because you have to protect your peace, okay? And, you know, don't let nobody live with you. Just don't. You know, pray for them and send them on their way. Because some places you can actually get evicted for that. Like, in my place, literally, it said that in the lease. Like, you can't have nobody move with you at all, because you will get in trouble. And I'm not getting kicked out because you ain't got nowhere to go. Like, help you before you help somebody else, okay? Help you. Do not have nobody living in your house, okay? And don't spend too much time worried about furniture, okay? That stuff will come, but do not waste your time trying to buy, you know, a whole, you know, furniture set, because you got to get settled in. Like, it will come gradually as the months come. You will start building little by little, but don't feel like you have to have your place completely furnished, because I'm just now getting some of my stuff. So don't be worried. Last but not least, have a backup plan, okay? Whether that's going back to your mama's house, your daddy's house, your granny's house, whoever house. Make sure that you have a backup plan, okay? don't be sitting over there saying, you know, F you and all this stuff, and, you know, I'm moving out and all this, and then, you know, a few months later, you come back knocking on somebody's door. Like, don't do that, okay? Make sure that you have a backup plan just in case this does not work out for you. You know, make sure that you have a backup plan. And don't give up. Like, it's going to be stressful. You're going to cry. You're going to scream. But don't give up. Because in the end, like, you'll have a smile on your face. Like, it feels so good walking in my place. And, like, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. Like, if I want to play some music, I could play some music. If I want to walk around, you know, booty butt naked, I could walk around like that. You know, so, like, it's just a joy having your own place. Like, oh my God, like, oh my God, like, I thank the Lord every day that I have my own place, like, at such a young age. Like, ooh, I just love it. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what y'all think. If y'all got any questions for me, any additional tips to add, like, let me know, because I'm eager to hear from you guys. All right, bye.